Hi, it's Urban975 and welcome to Elite Dangerous on the Legacy version on Xbox. Now, one of the things I like to do is put stuff up for sale on my carrier to help new players. I put stolen goods up so they can buy them for cheap and go around and deliver them for profit and unlock the black market that they need to unlock the Dweller. I've got Painite. I normally have Osmium, which are used to unlock certain engineers. I also did keep a massive stack of modular terminals on my carrier. I think I was up to over like 450 modular terminals. Oddly, that stuff's all been cleaned out recently. I have my suspicions as to who would be greedy enough to swipe that stuff used for new players and take it for themselves, but that's fine. I'll just restock, it's not a problem. And I actually got caught out because someone contacted me and said, I need some Painite. And I said, no problem, I'll move my carrier to where you are, grab it from my carrier, and then when I went to put it on sale, I found I had none on my carrier. So I suspect it had been brought. I normally sell it for like 5% value to new players. And normally only new players would buy stuff from my carrier. But no, if I've got someone greedy, I'm going to have to be more careful. But that's the way it goes sometimes. But I'd been mining Bromulite lately, so I didn't have any Painite, so I went and grabbed some for him and then delivered it to him. Now, people think I spend most of my time doing PvP piracy, but if this Sunday was my gameplay in Elite Dangerous, the cherry on top would be my PvP piracy and my PvP. The chocolate sauce and the cream, that would be my exploration, because I don't do that lot of that at all. The next layer up would be my engineering and material gathering. That's a big time sink. And the next layer would be my power play. I do a lot of that. The next layer would be my trading and mission gathering, and I do a fair amount of that. But that whole bottom section, probably the bottom third, would be mining. I mine an awful lot. It's something I can do while I watch telly, so I do it quite often. I listen to a lot of podcasts, and I can happily mine while I'm listening to a podcast or watching a podcast play out on YouTube. Not a problem. And mining is a very relaxing thing. It's just nice to find a motherlode rock, like a 50-60% Painite rock or a 50-60% Osmium rock or something like that. I don't generally go Painite mining that often. I tend to have Painite. I tend to jump into the rings of wherever, getting Samarium, Osmium and Paradisium for missions, and Painite's kind of like just an offshoot product. So I put it on my carrier for sale at 5% market value, so newbies can buy it dirt cheap to help them unlock the engineers they need, that need it to unlock, yeah. But if I've got someone lurking around my carrier swiping everything that's on sale, I'm probably going to have to, word of mouth it and have people ask me for stuff before I put it on sale. But to be fair, it is quite funny. My carrier's made like 1.2 or 1.3 million profit in the past few months selling stuff that I don't need. So in a way it's a total win for me. In another way it's a total loss for the newbies, because yeah, it's really annoying, especially the modular terminals, because I had an absolute crap ton of them on sale. But yeah, the Painite and Osmium, not a problem. I restock that like every month. I mine between 3,000 to 5,000 tons of stuff a month, usually about 3,000 Bromulite and probably about 2,000 tons in total of the other stuff. And I always have residual stocks left over from month to month. Like I've just done my wing missions for this month, and I'm carried forward 1,000 Bromulite into next month. But it's the way it goes. It is funny how people perceive me as being just this PvP pirate, and they don't expect me to do all the other stuff that I do. It's also weird that they think that we as pirates, because we're bad guys, we never get attacked or ganked or anything like that. And it's like, yeah, no, I have to defend myself all the time. I am an open only player. I play in open all the time. I'm mostly in Type 9s or Type 7. I spend an awful lot of time in pretty defenseless ships. I've got weapons on them, but that's only for the PvE stuff, definitely not for the PvP stuff. But I make my ships survivable and tough enough to escape. And this gentleman asked me for some Painite, so I went and delivered. Even though I didn't have any on my carrier, I just went and mined him some. It's not a problem, it's no skin off my nose. I like helping new players. It's something I've always done and something I will continue to do. And I do find it funny that these people think I'm some horrible, nasty, bully pirate who never helps anybody. It's insane. Some people have really warped perceptions of people. Anyway, that's all. Thank you very much for watching. I will catch you in the next one.